Is she gonna be like this all night?
I can't control this one.
I'm just looking at this guy's face. He's like, help me. No, the reason it was very important for me to get the camera turned on is we wanted to record the show for Brett. Okay? So the artistic director of Stevie Ray's, we'll introduce him right now, Joe Harstead, right over there. A few minutes ago, he said, what do you need before the show starts? And I said, to try to get through the show without crying. Who knows Brett? If you don't know Brett, it's simply because you haven't met him yet. And you will. Because Brett meets everybody. It's like, we were putting together the silent auction stuff back there, and I sent out emails to restaurants and places like that, and one of his good friends, Jackie Hopper, put together a whole bunch of really great stuff. And I got a call from one of the places, and I can't remember if it was a restaurant or whatever, and they said, yes, we're going to send over some stuff. We love Brett. It was just a store I had emailed. I thought, does anybody not know this guy? And I went to another place, I said, can you give some, oh, is this for Brett? I said, I wouldn't get this kind of response. You know, which just shows what kind of guy he is. And so, obviously the reason we're here is that Brett and his wife Diane both work in the entertainment/hospitality industry. And in America, if you don't work, you don't make money. And, you know, it's a sad fact that puts people in dire situations. So we just want to raise as much money as we can for the two of them. So the troupe has volunteered their time to be here. When I say the troupe, we have like 18 or so members of the Stevie Ray's comedy troupe, and some are going to do this afternoon show as well as tonight. Some could only be here this afternoon. We're going to give all of the revenue from the tickets to Brett and Diane. The Chanhassen has agreed to give all revenue from the tickets and food and beverage. I was here the other day to see Grease with my wife and stepdaughter. I'm walking through the lobby at intermission, and I hear the staff. No, normally the staff is talking about, you know, what they've got to get done next and what their job is and that kind of stuff. And as I'm walking by, I hear them saying, how's he doing? That's what they're talking about here. That's so cool.
How is he doing?
Let me tell you that. It's going to be a long road. The only thing that can ever be said at this stage of the game is it's going to be a long road, and there's nothing else that can be said. There is no update, there is no status, there's nothing. People want answers. There really aren't any at this stage of the game because it's just a long recovery. And he's got some of the best people working for him, and that's all we can say. We don't know.
Thank you for updating.
That's all we know, you know, and we just keep moving forward. We don't know what the recovery is going to be like, but for me, whatever Brett I get.
You get it!
Whatever Brett I get is good enough. So I want to thank the troupe for being here. I want to thank the Chanhassen for putting this on.
Thank
Stevie
you.
Ray's. Oh, I didn't do this alone.
But
Stevie
thank
Ray's
you.
is a nonprofit arts organization, so we're governed by a board of directors. One of our own board of directors is here right now, Kelly Moore. She helps keep the organization vibrant. So, what kind of show are you going to get today? We talked about what kind of show would be a Brett show. How many of you have watched Brett do improv? Okay, so some of you have not. Your loss, let me tell you, because he's got a very distinct style, and we're going to just perform like Brett. Okay? Now I know in most states, it would be illegal to have more than one person be like him, because just being like, just one is more than enough, okay? But we all thought, so we're gonna do a silly show. We're just gonna do a fun, silly show. Because as sad as this is, Brett's still with us. And we want him back. And we're gonna be like him. So it's gonna be a loosey-goosey fun show. That's why we're dressed in Jackie made, there's Jackie right here, everybody. She got most of the stuff that's in that silent auction, and she put together these fabulous shirts. With, like, if that doesn't say Brett right there, that expression, you know, Brett looking like somebody just goosed him. And what we like about Brett is that, and the troupe was talking about this backstage, is that everything he experiences is the greatest thing in the world. Yes, everything. Listen, oh Stevie, I just saw a concert. It's the greatest concert ever. And I think, oh my God, it must have been Pavarotti or something like that. It'll be 3 dudes banging on buckets. Oh my God, they were fabulous. Then he'll invite you to come. Has anybody been invited to go someplace and see something with Brad? Oh my God. It's like, because on the way, this is going to be great. This is going to be great. Then afterwards, did you love it? Did you love it? Did you love it? This is great. Weren't they the best? Weren't they the best? Oh, they were the best. And you know, and you are not allowed to not like it. That's the thing, because there happened to be one thing I went to with him that I went, eh. And it wasn't like it was a bad performance. It's just we all have our, you know, preferences. It didn't happen to be my cup of tea. And it was the longest conversation I ever had. Stevie, you didn't like them? I said, I liked them, I didn't love them. Why didn't you love them? They were the greatest! And for the longest time, because Brett started with Stevie Ray's Improv Company as a student in 2000. And then he joined the troupe 2 years later. So I've been working with him for 25 years, this guy. And I never quite understood him until just recently. It's not that he disagrees with you, that what you saw wasn't the best. Is he wants everybody to have joy. That's all he wants. And if you don't, it bothers him. He feels like he failed you. That's what's really cool. It says, oh my God, this is so great. It's not that he feels it, he wants you to be taken care of. He's a host of the world, right? Has anybody been to the state fair with him? Okay. Sir, you're looking like you don't understand this. So I do. Okay, yeah, because for the longest time, up until just recently, Brett would take off of work. And for Brett, work means one of 82 jobs he holds. He would take 12 days off of the entire state fair, and he would go there when it opened and stayed till it closed. And the rest of us, what we call normal people, who visit the state fair on a normal way, he's like, why? What are you doing? Well, he's just experiencing the whole thing. And then he started to have a Stevie Ray's Day at the state fair, where all the troupe members would go with him. Seriously, he would offer to buy you breakfast, just so you would feel special. And he would want you to have a good, he would fill his trunk full of drinks and snacks, and there'd be like an hour-long siesta, so you can just relax. But he's hosting the world. That's what he does. And then here, you know, he loves this place because it's haunted. And if you know Brett, you're going to have a conversation about ghosts, whether you want to or not. Now, I will not offer my opinion about whether I think ghosts are real. What I will say is that if they are, they're not as frequent as I think Brett thinks they are. Because for him, they're everywhere all the time. When the Chanhassen had to close during the pandemic, and then it was time to reopen, they said, we still have to social distance, and at the time, the regulations in the state were theaters could open up at 25% of seating capacity. So the Chanhassen called me up and they said, if we move you to one of the bigger theaters, like the Fireside Theater where the concerts are, 25% of seating in there would make a good sized audience and we could reopen. Can you do that and still social distance on stage? Well, I said to do that, it would have to be a 2-person show and then a pianist. So there's plenty of distance. First and only person I thought of was Brett. Me and Brett. Why? Because I'm the straight man. Seriously. All I have to do is introduce stuff. And then sit back. And let the show happen. You know? So Brett and I did a 2-person improv show with, with just the 2 of us and in the audience seated safely. One night, he said, Stevie, did you hear the ghost noise? Last night. I said, what? No, I didn't hear any noise. We were here, and it's backstage, it's kind of a spooky place. And then he heard a thump from upstairs. He said, so? There's a ghost. There's a thump upstairs. I said, Brett, the Chanhassen has a cleaning crew. Cleaning a place like this involves a little noise. He said, no. It was a ghost. He had this conversation with you, didn't he? Yeah. He calls Jackie all the time. All the time. There was a ghost. I said, I'll leave you to that. So I'm sure that if there is a ghost in the Chan, they've already communicated directly with Brett and are saying, get back here because we have to have somebody to talk to. But Stevie doesn't believe in us, so we won't talk to him. So if you hear a strange noise during the show tonight, that's probably one of the troupe members backstage dropping something, just so Brett can go, whoa, it's Blackbeard. Did you hear it? Yes. He'll bring a video to Jackie. Did you hear it? Did you hear it? Did you hear the video? It's him bumping the microphone. So let's get on with the show. Let's welcome the Stevie Ray's comedy troupe to the stage. One of the things, that was just 5 minutes left of the show. Yes, the co-founder of Stevie Ray's, Pamela Main. She founded the company with me in 1989, so she's been working with me for 36 years, running the company. She couldn't be here because she lives in Arizona now, but she sends her love. And the reason that the opening monologue went so long is that she wasn't here. Because she sits over in that booth where the directors usually sit, doing this. And I have to listen to her. So here's what I like to do. Stevie Ray's loves the fact that we get to introduce new talent to the stage. We always are trying to bring new troupe members along with the old. So we've had people with us for anywhere from a year or a few months to, like Brett, 25 years. So I'd like you to introduce yourself and say what year you joined the troupe, if you can. So some of you are thinking back, right? Okay.
Hi, I'm Alex O'Brien. I've been with the troupe for a year and a half, 2 years.
I'm Max Mars, and I've been with the troupe since late 2012.
I'm Ellie Walton, and I've been with the troupe since 2017.
I'm Emily Barrett. I'm really bad at math, but I think it's been about 16 years.
I'm Carl Wilson. I'm good at math, but I joined the troupe in 2003.
Oh, okay. And my name is Caroline Hitt, recently Craft. I met Matt here, right there, and we fell in love and got married. And so I'm Caroline. I've been here since 2015.
And I'm Matthew Kraft. I joined the troupe in 2010.
I'm Joden, 2012.
Joe Lovett, 2012.
Chad Devin, 2010.
Jonathan Walters, 2021-ish.
Joe Robertson.
Joe Robertson, like 3 years, I think.
Yeah, about that.
3 years as a working here and 5 years as a student.
Yes. So cool. Welcome to troupe. Yes. We've it's so fun that when people meet as part of being part of Stevie Ray's, sometimes something more happens. And so these two met. Matt was our technical director for 6 years, and then a managing director for about a year after that. And one audition, Caroline walked in, and
Like that.
yeah, and Matt stopped talking to the rest of us. And how long ago did you guys get married?
It'll be just about a year ago, and Stevie was our officiant to present.
Okay, and I like the fact that you said you're good at math, because Carl is a math tutor. So, yeah, he gets to brag that. Let's see. Let's start off with we're going to start off with an opening number, okay? And here's, I want to use the whole group. This is crazy. Yeah. We're going to do things we don't normally do in the show.
It's gonna be a while.
I'm going to use the whole troupe here somehow, okay? So it's going to be crazy, it's going to be kooky, all right? Because we have two musical directors tag teaming over here, and so we got to use up all of their musical energies on you folks. Think of subjects you want a song to be about, okay? And then think of a lyric that goes along with that subject. Like if the subject was dogs, then you would think of a lyric that might say, you know, I wish I had more dogs in my house, or anything like that, okay? Just slap it together, anything at all. You're gonna need a lot of lyrics for who's up here. And I'm not really sure how this is gonna go, because we haven't done one this big before, but if it fails, who cares? It'll be funny. That's what what's that?
Dogs love.
Dogs love.
They do that.
Dogs love what?
Water.
Water. Perfect. Okay.
Dogs love water.
We go from weird to normal. Okay. Another lyric.
Thanksgiving dinner.
Now, what about Thanksgiving dinner? Make a lyric about that.
Makes me want to take a nap.
Okay, I take naps after Thanksgiving dinner. Give me another lyric.
State Fair, Finding Bling.
Oh, but he doesn't call it bling. A lot of you might not know this, but he calls it cacaw. Swag to Brett is cacaw. Yeah. Now, Jackie, do you remember where it came from? Why he calls it that?
I know.
You know?
He calls it caca because if he's with a group of people and you see free stuff, he goes, caca! And you're like a group of birds. Straight up.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's got my wife, Kanita, who will be here for the evening show. She loves the swag too, right? Now he's got her calling it cacaw, and I told him I hate you. I hate that word, cacaw. And he runs the trivia contest every week at the Tuttles, where there's a bag of free stuff for the winners and losers. Everybody gets something free. Whenever Kanita gets something worthless in the mail, she says, put it in the Brett box. Oh my God. To him for Tuttles, a call. Oh yeah, so.
State Fair, Finding Cacaw?
Finding cacaw
At the State
At the
Fair.
State Fair. Something for Emily.
Let's go up to the cabin.
Let's go up to the cabin. Yes. I should introduce a special guest, an improv professional for how many years?
I don't know.
Jill Bernard is here. So, I've known you since...
Yeah, 1992.
92?
93.
93, yeah. So we've been improv colleagues for that long. A performer and a teacher and a director, actually nationwide. She travels all over the country. She got the ambassador of improv from the Chicago Improv Festival Award for her work in spreading the love of improv everywhere. Mr. Carl.
Math is fun.
Math is fun! Yes, he's the only one that will sing that. What's up for Caroline?
Grandkids make the world go round.
Grandkids make the world go round. What's up for Matt?
Let's get some fireworks.
Let's get some fireworks for Joden.
Yeah.
go guy.
You go.
Who? Give me a who.
Who do we want to go?
You go guy.
Name.
Give me a name.
The ghost.
The ghost.
Yeah.
You go, you ghost guy.
Alright.
And for Joe Lovett,
I should wear my arm sling.
Oh my God.
Joe
Should really wear his arms sling.
Joe is recovering from rotator cuff surgery, so he's here performing in an arm sling.
Oh my God, impressive.
Yes, so
But I'm not wearing it.
that's why he's standing like this in the transit.
This is why I look like I have heartburn or I'm Napoleon Bonaparte.
That's because of a shoulder surgery, not because of ego. Okay.
Alright, Joe should have worn his arm sling.
What are the lyrics? Dogs love water. Thanksgiving dinner makes me sleepy.
Finding caca at the state fair.
Let's go up to the cabin.
Math is fun.
Grandkids make the world go round.
Let's get some fireworks.
You go, ghost guy.
Joe should have worn his arm sling.
Then you are all allowed to throw the name Brett into any lyric at any time you want. Okay? Now it's up to our two music directors to decide what style of music they're going to cooperate in to create the opening song. You go ahead.
Dogs love water. Dogs love water.
Joe should have worn his arm sling. Joe should have worn his arm sling.
Thanksgiving dinner makes me tired. Thanksgiving dinner makes me tired.
You go, ghost guy. You go, ghost guy.
Finding caca at the state fair. Finding caca at the state fair.
Let's get some fireworks. Let's get some fireworks.
Let's go up to the cabin. Let's go up to the cabin.
Grandkids make the world go round. Grandkids make the world go round.
Mama, 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 math is fun. Mama, 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 math is fun.
Dogs love a ghost guy. Dogs love a ghost guy.
Caca makes the world go round. Caca makes the world go around.
Let's go to the cabin with Brett and the ghost. Let's go to the cabin with Brett and the ghost.
The ghost is made out of firework cacao. The ghost is made out of firework cacao.
Brett makes us tired. Brett makes us tired.
Brett's dog's caca makes the world go round. Brett's dog's caca makes the world go round.
Let's make grandkids at the state fair. Let's make grandkids at the state fair.
Fireworks. Fireworks.
Thank you to the world for bread. Thank you to the world for bread.
Brett is giving thanks for math. Brett is giving thanks for math.
Brett likes state fair water. Brett likes state fair water. Brett likes state fair water. Brett likes state fair
Another thing about Brett is he is like one of the most grateful people in the world. I mean, you could say, "Oh, your shoe's untied." Oh my God! My wife was a healthcare professional, so when we went to the state fair last year with Brett, because you have to, we got there and he was seriously like laying down, almost fainting, and she said, what have you had to drink today? Because, it's a long day. And he said something like a can of something early in the morning, and that was it. And she said, you're dehydrated. You're really dehydrated. That's what he did. Sit down, we got him some water, put a cooling rag around, a little more. He said, I think he had not a real drink. Like not a Red Bull, but one of those kind of things that doesn't count. She said that doesn't count. Water, water, water. For the rest of the day, you saved my life. Seriously, you saved my life. I was going to die. He would look at me all day long. Kenita saved my life. I said, stop telling her that. Now I'm going to have to deal with her ego. I've got my own to deal with. So, Brett loves State Fair water. That's what came to mind with me. To this day, like this year is coming up, it's State Fair. Hey, remember last year when your wife saved my life? Just wish she had let you pass out. A peaceful day. Okay. For this, two people in the middle, please. And we're going to do a classic improv. One thing about Brett is he loves physical comedy. I don't know if you've noticed that, but I don't know how he moves the way he does. It's crazy. So this is a physical thing. It's a classic called freeze tag. We call it that because these two performers are going to start performing a scene, and you at one point are going to yell freeze. And when you do that, they will freeze in whatever position they're in. Somebody from the side has to tag someone out and assume that position and start a new scene based on that position. I think Joe Lovett should sit this one out. He's got rotator cuff.
You had the boss of me.
No, but she is. Yeah. She just gave the biggest white face. Yes, yeah. I'm married, I know what it's like. Kenita one day said to me, after I touched some chicken, did you wash your hands? I said, yes, I washed my hands. There was a pause. Did you use soap? She's down there going, because he forgets. That's why. Two people, Emily and Ellie, two E's. Okay? So, anytime you want to, yell freeze, and we'll create new scenes based on the position you freeze us in. And you'll know that an improv is over when Joe blacks out the lights and we move on to the next one. So, somebody give me an activity that you think Brett has never tried.
Wash the dishes.
We're digging in fast. Wash the dishes.
Sure. That was a good dinner.
Thanks.
Did you wash your hands before you touched the dirty dishes?
Yes, I did. I thought that was a good idea. I washed them with bleach. You want to smell them?
Freeze.
I just got married and gave me 5 rings.
Oh my gosh! How did you get engaged and I don't?
Oh, it's because I'm pretty.
But they were all my boyfriends.
It's because I'm rich.
That's a pretty large boulder, Captain. I thought we'd take it over, and maybe we could win over this land.
Freeze.
Oh, shit.
Thank you.
That dum 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 dum.
That was for Brett. Tandem parachute? Yes.
Freeze.
All right.
Let that one sit.
Good choice.
You know, we don't normally have to straddle the high five.
Nice home run.
Thanks, Coach.
Pitch it.
Will you give me pointers?
Freeze.
So, how'd you hurt that rotator cuff?
Just really aggressive baseball, Coach.
All right, well, seeing as how I am your coach and your trainer, I'm going to prescribe a little bit of surgery for you, as well as this little baggie.
Well, listen, there's one thing. I will not wear a brace.
Good man!
So, in jest...
Freeze!
Do you hear it? I hear it. It's a ghost in the wall.
It's saying, when was the last time this dump was cleaned?
No, it's real. Listen to that. Listen to that.
Tell Brett I say, sup.
Oh my God, they know him.
Everybody knows him.
Have you tried the water here? It's the best.
Is it free?
Yeah!
Oh, I think we ought to have a rule that instead of applauding, the whole audience just goes, caw! And then the whole staff of the chant is, what the hell's going on down there? Oh, okay. Let's have two people who like, I would like Ellie and Joe to come out here. All right?
Good on you.
Somebody give me a relationship between these two.
Enemies.
Enemies from the happy table. What made them enemies specifically?
They auditioned for the same role.
Oh, welcome to theater. That's a pretty interesting role where both of you are auditioning for the same one.
Othello's.
Yeah. It's inclusive casting. Okay. All right. So you're enemies because you both auditioned for the same role. Take it from there.
Oh. You're gonna do great.
Thanks.
I can't believe they cast Elle Woods as a man.
Not only that, I'm not particularly legally blonde.
They have wigs for that, Gerald. I thought this was my shot. I really was. I could pop and lock it. I could bend and snap.
I did too. I told the director, go with her. Go with the girl. You were the only girl who auditioned.
I know. I'm playing every other character. I guess that's fun. I could be
Including the Chihuahua. What the hell is up with that?
Yes, his name is Bruiser. I give off a good dog.
Stop. Stop. Well, this is a musical now, apparently. They're going to continue singing in what type of music? Rap, I heard over here. Rap. Hold on.
Funky country.
No, we got rap first. So we have to take the first one we hear.
There's a rap setting. I gotta go to the rap setting. Hold on.
Yo, 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 this is what's going on. Welcome. We got Easy G on the mic. We got Easy J on the wheels. We got Easy Deej on the DJ. We gonna be talking, we got special guests all over this thing here. Take it away.
Yo, I thought I was gonna be my magic wand. I thought I could be legally blonde, but oh no, I guess it's my doom. I'll never get to play Reese Witherspoon.
Man, I gotta tell you, that really sucks. To play this role, I'm gonna have to talk. Have to talk. To play this role, I'm gonna have to talk. Word! Stop!
Don't you think more rappers should dress like this? He can rap and help you with your taxes. Another type of music.
Gospel.
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 White or black?
Rap. Well, no.
Whatever style gospel you
I've got a confession.
preach.
I thought I could be a lawyer. That I could reinforce the law. But no,
be dealing with.
I'm so sorry, so sorry, so sorry.
Oh, and I tell you,
Oh, tell me.
it's gonna be better
You better.
if we share this.
Ooh, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, buddy,
Tell me.
you're gonna be my understudy.
I've been doing hallelujah.
Okay, so obviously not the gospel they do in Blaine. Another type of music.
Old country.
Old country.
Old. Make it old.
Not the new one.
Not the new stuff.
No.
He's picking my old country setting.
Well, a couple of kids hit the stage and auditioned for a show.
They tried their best and they compared their chest and said, hey, don't you know?
This is a show that we want to do, and it'll be soon. It ain't no Hamilton or Brigadoon.
No, it's legally blonde.
Legally blonde.
It's legally blonde.
Legally blonde.
Hold your phone. Legally blonde.
Legally blonde.
You got a girl who chases a guy. Hey, that's Maddie freaking fly. It's legally blonde.
Legally blonde.
It's legally blonde.
Stop! I hate country sometimes. I don't care if the show's for Brett, it's still my show. Another type of music.
Heavy metal.
Heavy metal from the Angry Table.
You asked for it.
Stop! I hate heavy metal. And I respect their vocal cords.
Thank you.
Another type of music. What's that? Opera. Opera. Opera.
You say.
Stop! I want everybody in this because it's an opera. Everybody, go.
You say you will not share this role. I tell you, girl, there's things you haven't been told.
What? How do I know? Tell me what's true. Are we not doing Legally Blonde? Are we doing Les Mis 2? The sequel to Les Mis.
Les Mis 2.
You folks can't see this because you're looking at the stage. I can see Joe back in the booth. He's in charge of the timing of the whole show because it doesn't end until he blacks out the lights. And this last thing was going on. He was like off his chair with that last big number, and then I saw his head go. It's just as much art back there as it is up here.
He's playing an instrument too.
What's that?
He's absolutely
He
playing.
has an instrument.
Yeah.
It's just he's not allowed to show it in public.
After last time.
Set me up with that. All right, 3 performers out front, please. And everybody else, pay very close attention because you never know, like I just did, you never know when you might be part of the action. Here, okay? Yes, they're all getting to know each other. We're a very professional crew right
Are you guys two married?
Nope.
You're not two married?
Yeah, they're married.
Yes,
Yeah.
the two of you are married.
Yeah.
I think they all know each other.
When did the audience take over? Somebody tell me, if you were to go with Brett to some event, because he goes to them all, it doesn't matter what kind it is, whether it's a concert or if it's a festival of some kind, anything. What kind of event would you like to go that you don't think Brett's been to yet? What's an event?
Edina Art Fair.
What's that? Oh God, yes. What would it be like if Brett took you to the Edina Art Fair? Okay? You're gonna be Brett for the season. So, ladies and gentlemen, a day at the Edina Art Fair with Brett.
Sorry, I'm late. I was walking Frankie, but I got tickets.
Okay, yes.
Tickets. I bought tickets for both of you.
I know.
Okay, now this is the Edina Art Fair. Okay. There's art everywhere. It's the greatest on the planet.
Brett.
Yes.
How high are you?
Yep. So, listen.
Because it's gonna impact who we talk to. It's gonna impact whether or not we go to potteries.
Brett, is there a touch the art exhibit? I'd really like to go there.
Are you? He's in the bathroom. Okay.
It's very important to prep for the art museum, and I appreciate the press leading the way.
Yes, I'm very
Yes, it's
excited.
going to be very fun for all of us.
Oh look, the lyrical dance section. Go.
Let me show them how it's done.
Okay. Eat that butt. Eat that butt. Yeah.
That's lyric and dance.
Here's a shirt for you.
This says Chevy on it.
Yes.
Stop! That's basically how it would go. Only Brett would buy tickets to the Edina Art Fair, which doesn't require tickets. Max, we need to get you out more. All right, I want 3 people to tag these folks out. Tag them out. Who's coming in? Who's coming in? Yeah.
You guys are so
Who's tagging out?
impressive.
Do it. Okay.
We'll
Good.
try. Why not?
Okay. You're Brett.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
But now they're going to perform that same scene over again at the Edina Art Fair, just the way you saw it performed by the first 3. You're going to replay the scene. Okay? Yeah, I told you to pay attention. Jill, did I give you
I was channeling Brett.
Okay, yes.
Oh, come on, do your job.
Carl wasn't paying attention.
We're not getting paid for this.
You're going to play the scene over again in a different style of performance. What style of performance will the Edina Art Fair be in now?
Commedia dell'arte.
The Commedia dell'arte. Oh wow, this is very cool. Commedia dell'arte was invented in Italy in the 13th century, and it is. I didn't just give them time. I'm stalling. It's where improv came from, because Commedia dell'arte involved a group of traveling performers in Italy, going from village to village, improvising their scene work. So they didn't have to have scripts or anything, because the peasants they were performing for didn't know classic plays anyway. So improv comes all the way from the 1300s of Italy, Commedia dell'arte. So you are going to do this same Edina Art Fair. Love the music, by the way, for that. It's like that's Edina 100%. But you're going to do the same scene in Commedia dell'arte. Go.
Forgive my tardiness. Tickets.
Thank you, Squire.
Oh. This happens to be the greatest fair on the planet.
Oh, the greatest fair on the planet. I'm so excited to see it.
Come.
As am I.
As am I.
Come.
Yes.
Oh, you know, here's the thing.
I'm so excited to try the pottery. Oh.
He's using the potty.
Oh, the latrine. Oh.
We'll wait.
That's how he writes. It's concerning.
I hope you wash your hands with soap.
Let's go see art.
Look, it's the lyrical dancing booth.
Oh, show them how it's
Show
done.
them how it's done.
Oh,
Fair food.
Wonderful Italian Commedia dell'arte done with British dialect. Tag them out! Tag them out! Who's going to tag them out? Somebody has to, everybody gets a chance. Somebody, there we go. All right. You're Brett. dressed like that. Never. Another style now it'll be performed in.
Like a mafia movie.
Okay, I like the mime thing, but we're going to go with mafia movie. Because we suck at mime. All right, mafia movie.
Tell you, he's here somewhere.
Oh, gee whiz. It's him.
Is it you?
That's right, thanks for joining me today at the Dynamite Fair.
It's Big Brat.
That's right. I didn't get your tickets because they never charged me for anything. Here, hold this cat. I got some business to do over here. 97.
He's always doing business.
You're back. And the hands, as clean as the legends say?
Not only that, there were some oranges in there.
Stop! Very good. An actual callback to the movie. Yes. Okay. One more time. The first three back out here. Ooh. Yes. Here we go.
Same parts?
Yep. Same parts. No, actually, you're gonna be Brett. Yes. Oh. When Brett had his medical tragedy, he was performing an improv show. He was doing a show at night for a high school graduation party. And it was like 1:30 in the morning, he's performing. Caroline happened to be on stage with him, performing. And he started to faint and collapse, and they took him backstage. He kept saying, "No, I'm fine. Give me my microphone. I want to keep doing this show." You know? So
Yeah.
it was kind of a that's Brett right there. What was also Brett is that leading up to it, and I heard this from talking to Pamela, is that I don't know if you know that Brett likes to get a crowd riled up. He's a cheerleader, really, more than anything. When we do every summer one of the parades in town, the Grand Old Day Parade or the Aquatennial Torchlight, we do the Stevie Ray's Marching Band. Our performers will gather junkyard instruments to just make noise, and Brett's always there banging on a bucket, marching. While he's doing that, he's going to the crowd on the side, "Who over here is having a good time? Woo!" And then it's over here, "Can you be louder than them? Woo!" So at the high school graduation party, he would walk out on stage, and there's hundreds of kids. They're going out of their minds because it's graduation. And he's out there setting something up, and then he gets them going. And then they started getting going. And then they started, "Brett, Brett, Brett, Brett." Then he goes backstage. Then he started making excuses to go back out. He was saying to Ryan, who's another friend of ours, performs improv, and Caroline, "I think I better make sure the stools are set." There's 2 stools. Brett, Brett, Brett. Then he moved the stools 3 inches. I think I gotta move them back.
You must know him from the Chan.
Yeah, a bunch of high school kids come to the Chan. So for that, you're going to be Brett, okay? They're going to replay the same scene at the Edina Art Fair one last time in the style of reggae. They're all reggae. Rastafarian.
That famous acting style.
Well, it is now.
Can you see the colors, man?
Oh yeah! Hey yeah! Boy, super high! Here's a gummy!
Oh, thanks, man.
I'll be right back, man! Look, a dancing area!
Are you gonna... Oh. Whoa, man, I didn't just teach you. It's like so fast. sandwiches, man?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thanks, dude. You can't eat colors. There's free stuff. You can put it in your box of stuff.
I'm trying to think of Brett on weed. I don't think it would work on him.
Yeah, it's really not.
I think he would take a whole thing and still go,
On weed.
Yeah, that's him.
Stevie, you know Brett on weed. You know him on weed.
Trust me. Ghosts would become real.
How do you think that photo was taken on your shirt?
Brett on weed right here.
Seriously.
One of the things, and Joe, could I have you tag out Joe in the booth for this?
Yeah.
Joe Robertson is an improv student, has never been able to perform on this stage with us, and I think for tonight he ought to do one. Everybody give me a line. One of the things that drives me crazy every time I'm on stage with Brett is his love of puns. And those of you who might not know him well enough know that puns are his life. And I've studied comedy for a living, I performed it, and professional comedians detest puns because it's like giving a starving dog a rubber bone, right? It leads people up with something, we're hungry for it, oh, you don't get it, right? So it actually got to the point, there's official rule with me and Brett in this company, he gets 3 puns per show. And no more than that. And there have been many times when I've told the audience, by the way, he's just on his second one. Just so you know, he gets one more between now and the close of the show, or you boo him off the stage. And the rest of the night, the audience is like, okay, here we go. Because we know he's not going to be able to resist. It's just what he does. So this next improv is really about puns more than anything else, because it's a joke-telling improv. And the joke goes like this: 185 guys walk into a bar. But instead of this just being guys, you're going to tell us who's walking in the bar, and we're going to create punchlines based on who's going into the bar. And those punchlines are usually full of puns, okay? So this one is for Brett's love of puns. And we'll see if Joe, being on the booth, he's watched Brett do puns for years. Let's see if it's rubbed off on him. Okay.
Pressure's on.
All right. So think of people who you encounter throughout your life. Who of them are walking into a bar?
Optometrists.
What's that?
Optometrists.
185 optometrists walk into a bar. Let's hear some puns.
All right, so 185 optometrists walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve optometrists." And the optometrists say, "Oh, I see that."
185 optometrists who are also accountants walk into a bar. The bartender's like, "We don't serve you. You're both accountants and optometrists." And the optometrists say, "Well, I chart this business to fail."
185 optometrists walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve optometrists," and the optometrists say, "But your glasses are half full."
185 optometrists walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "So, would you prefer this drink or this one?"
I'll steal this from Brett's shirt. 185 optometrists walk into the bar because they said, "We're here because that's how I roll."
Nice.
185 optometrists go to the bar. The bartender says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve optometrists here. By the way, my favorite optometrist, Lay, is he here?" And they say, "No, Lay not here. Lay sick."
185 optometrists walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve optometrists, and why are you all messy and full of fish guts?" And they said, "Well, we were out vision."
185 optometrists walk into the bar. Bartender was like, "No, we don't serve optometrists here. I think you're all criminals." And they said, "No, we're not criminals. We were framed."
And another thing he does is that if the joke doesn't work, because it's so obvious to him that it's funny, but he's the one going, Because if it doesn't work, doing the hand gesture. Oh,
Wait till he gets to laugh.
Yeah. Yes. He's not above begging. 185. But we had up.
Dog walkers.
Dog walkers.
So 185 dog walkers walk into the bar. Bartender says, whoa, hey guys, this is gross. We can't serve dog walkers here. And the dog walkers say, oh, did we step in a Shih Tzu?
185 dog walkers walk into the bar. Bartender's like, no, we don't serve dog walkers here. It's just too many. We need to serve less than 10. And the dog walker said, okay, 9?
185 more dog walkers walk into a bar. The bartender says, we don't serve dog walkers. And the dog walkers didn't say anything because they were a little Malamute.
185 dog walkers walk into the bar, and the bartender says we don't serve dog walkers here, and the dog walkers say, that's fine, but our party bus already left. Can you call her?
And the bartender said, it's okay, I'll retrieve her.
185 dog walkers walked into a bar. Bartender says, hey, we can't serve dog walkers here. And 185 dog walkers looked around and said, we wouldn't stay here anyway. This place is a mess. Look, on the bar, a poodle.
All right, for this last, we're going to do one more round. But for this one, only the first person coming out will do the whole joke. And everybody else coming out will just do the punchline. Okay? And everybody has to beg the audience for a laugh. Like Brett does. He's not here to do it for himself. So we'll beg. We're not about begging either. We're comedians. 185?
Nurses.
Nurses.
185 nurses walk into a bar. Bartender says, we don't serve nurses here. Nurses say, I came here for a shot.
And the nurses got in a lineup and left.
And the nurses said, I was just looking for a date. I wanted to find my health partner.
And the nurses wouldn't leave, so the police came and cuffed them.
But we haven't Aetna yet. We got money, we'll co-pay.
So the nurses needed help, so they took out their cell phone and dialed analysis.
But we already are N.
The nurses are just here for a stool sample, thanks.
All right, I need 3 contestants because we're going to finish out the first act by playing everybody's favorite daytime game show. Who recognizes this theme over here? All right, 3 contestants. We're going to play the game of Jeopardy, only we're going to play it a little bit differently than what you might have watched on TV. We have 3 contestants up here, and they're going to have to respond to the answers in the form of a question. If they don't get it right, somebody's going to tag them out. Okay? We'll see who can stay out here the longest and be the Jeopardy champion. The first category of our Jeopardy is Brett. Yes. Another category, though, might be
Types of bread.
types of bread. What else?
Bowling ball.
Bowling. We'll just take bowling. Yes. So Brett, types of bread, bowling, and
What is caca?
caca. Caca is a category all on its own. So pick up your buzzers and get ready to go. Ellie, you are the returning champion. Select the first category.
Oh, we gotta take bread.
Brett, the answer is.
Correct.
What's that? Caca. Ellie.
What is another category?
No.
And
Jordan.
what is a majority of Brett's wardrobe?
That's correct. What category, Jordan?
I'm gonna go back to caca.
Caca. The answer is
Keychain.
keychain.
Ah!
Carl.
What is the nicest keychain on the planet?
No, I'm sorry. Max.
What did I get from the Minnesota State Fair from the State Patrol booth?
No, I'm sorry, no.
And
Jordan.
where do the chain smokers keep their keys?
For that checking, you get to stay.
Types of bread.
Types of bread. The answer is sourdough. Joe.
What reminds me too much of the pandemic?
No, I'm sorry. You upset me on that.
And
Sourdough. Jordan.
what happens when you leave the dough out too long?
No. Emily. Sourdough.
What loaf did I get signed by Cher, the bestest singer in the whole wide world?
No, I'm sorry. Ellie.
What are millennials making instead of buying houses?
That's correct. Select the category, Ellie.
Oh, I will pick bowling.
Bowling. The answer is split. Caroline.
What happened to Brett's pants?
Select the category, Caroline.
Bowling.
Bowling. The answer is
Turkey.
turkey. Matt.
What do you eat at Thanksgiving dinner?
No. I'm sorry. Ellie.
What with a duck and a chicken is a threesome?
Yes. I also would have accepted what does Brett sound like when he sings.
I'll take Brett.
Brett. The answer is
Trivia.
what's that?
Trivia.
Trivia. Ellie.
What is Brett always in pursuit of?
Hey. We'll give it to her because it's a pun.
Types of bread.
Types of bread. The answer is.
Sourdough.
We just got that.
Sourdough.
What's after that? French. French. Caroline.
What does Brett wish he could do with Mary the Ghost?
Yes. I'm not sure how Diane would feel about that. Is it cheating if it's with the ghost?
No.
Caroline. Caw. The answer is
On a stick.
on a stick. Caroline.
What's at the state fair?
No, I'm sorry. Tag her out.
Do you have something?
Do I?
Yeah.
I'm keeping it for myself.
Tag them all out. On a stick. Joe.
Where'd Brett find his first girlfriend?
That's correct. Select the category. Caw. The answer is yardstick. Joe.
By virtue of being free at the state fair, what does Brett find valuable?
No, I'm sorry, no. Emily.
What does Brett measure his pot with?
We'll take it. Bowling. The answer is
Rented shoes.
rented shoes. Max.
What does Brett dance like he has on?
That's correct. Which brings us to Final Jeopardy. All the contestants will wager everything they have based on this Final Jeopardy category. What is it? That category is?
Math tutors.
Math tutors. Be thinking of how much you know about math. We're just going to make it math.
Done.
Okay? Math. So, if you don't get it right, somebody else tags in until we get a Jeopardy champion. Right? Until I think we got the answer. Under math, the answer is
Circumference.
circumference. Write your response. As they write the response, we're going to have an intermission after this. Remember to go visit the silent auction out there. Get on your phones. All you have to do is scan the QR code in there to bid. And we'll be back after that, after intermission. And you can see what you did. All right. Under the category of math, circumference. Matt, your response.
What do you call Mr. Cumference after he was knighted?
Yes.
He gets to stay. Matt. Circumference.
How do I measure my pants?
Tag him out. Emily.
What is bigger on Brett after the state fair?
Alex.
What did Sir Cumph build around his backyard?
No. Joe. Circumference.
What measurement are women most apt to enjoy?
Oh my gosh.
No.
I mean,
What did they call the conference about circles? Circumference.
No.
Oh, that's a bad guy. Oh,
What, if made by Apple, is a circumference?
What is the equator? I hardly know her.
What is 2 times pi times radius?
Wow. I forgot practically true.
And that is the
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a brief 10-minute intermission.
I'll let you know. I'll send it to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Stevie Ray's Comedy Cabaret. Let's put our hands together for our host, Stevie Ray!
All right, there is one of Brett's favorite songs. We were actually able to turn into an improv piece. So, who's going to do Life in a Northern Town for me? Yes. Yeah. Come out. If you know it.
Get out, Joe.
Yeah. You remember this?
It's been a while.
Are you happy? The brace is on.
You can't sing with a brace on.
Okay. Let's see. And is it pretty easy to catch on to this? If
Yeah.
You haven't done it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Jordan, I'm going to have you try it anyway.
All right.
Jordan hasn't done this, but he's a consummate professional.
Yeah.
Look at that smile.
I didn't bring my brace, dude.
Yeah. I got a knee brace up. And I'll join you for this.
All right.
Okay? Even though I have a
Second verse?
First half and second, yeah. So,
So
first half.
1, 2, hey, yeah. 1, 2, hey, yeah.
You get it?
There's a part where you
No, but I've seen this. Okay, what the troupe did, it was a couple of years ago, wasn't it?
For the Christmas show.
Yeah, for one of our holiday shows, the troupe took Life in a Northern Town and turned it into an improv piece. And the song Life in a Northern Town is such a nice, beautiful lyrical piece, and it is one of Brett's favorites. So we want to do this. Life in a Northern Town is all about living up here in the beautiful north. So when you think about living in Minnesota, what about it most comes to mind for you?
Lakes.
shoveling.
Snowplows, you said? Okay, one of the old rules from the old days of improv is to take the first thing you hear. So I'm not trying to be selective, but I heard you say something and I wanted to make sure. And also, I haven't gotten anything from you for the show tonight, and we like to let everybody play, okay? So if I ignore you, don't take it personally, just trying to spread the love. So snowplows, we're gonna sing Life in a Northern Town, and that's our subject, okay? And everybody else can feel free to harmonize as you catch on. You as well, okay? Yeah, you'll get this, you'll get this. This isn't rocket science. Got it?
I shoveled, I really tried, but then the snowplow went right by. I said, oh God, why I have to shovel again?
guy for over 2 decades. He can't do a character to save his life. Because very often, and you know I'm talking about the truth here, is that when we're doing an improv, sometimes we'll say, oh, let's have this person play the character of Robert De Niro. Or, you know, any character at all. They will all be the same one with Brett. Robert Stack. You don't know Robert Stack? Unsolved Mysteries. Okay? And he's like, hi, I'm Robert Stack. Okay? We gave him once, like, John Wayne. Hi, I'm John Wayne. I think Brett can actually do 3 characters in his entire repertoire. He can do John Wayne, Robert Stack, and Pee-wee Herman. Pee-wee Herman. And sometimes he'll mix them up. One time we asked him to do Arnold Schwarzenegger. He came out as Pee-wee Herman. How do you mix that up? Brett knows how.
You can do Kermit.
What?
You can do Kermit.
You can do Kermit. That's correct.
Yeah.
You, sir, are right. Okay, yes. How do you know Brett?
I've known him for 35 years.
Yeah, that's the thing with Brett. You don't know how you know him. Seriously, how did you meet him?
He showed up one
yeah, he's at your house for some reason. Because there's a ghost there. You're walking down the state fair, suddenly here's your new best friend. You know, that's Brett. So, to honor Brett's inability to play a character, you are all going to have to play characters in this next change 'em up scene, but you're all going to have to do it wrong. I want you to do the best lousy character of that you can. So I want to see you trying, but I want to see you failing. Okay? If there's one thing Brett does really well, it's fail. Let me tell you how. Right, Caroline, down at your feet, to your left, there's a plaque. Okay? Yes. For years, we did every season improv in the park. And there were free outdoor improv shows. For many years, they were at the Lake Harriet Rose Garden. We still do them every now and then, but just not as consistently. And when we were doing them every year, every Sunday at 5 and 7, we did 2 outdoor shows. Hundreds of people would be there. Brett was at every one of those. And we started, with Brett in mind, we started the award of Stevie Ray's biggest quirk. And that's when we try to play something and it doesn't go well. Okay? And there was one improv scene in which he had to guess who I was. Now the entire show is an hour long. Keep that in mind. Okay? Brett trying to guess who I was took 20 minutes. The sun, honestly, was going down. The audience was sitting there shivering. It was starting to get dark. We were past an hour. We were at like the hour 20 mark. And they were people were shouting out the answers. Because they're saying, we got work tomorrow. The next day, I was the one performing with him, and he guessed me finally. I collapsed on the ground in exhaustion. The next day, Cam and I talked over the phone, and we said, we're starting an award called Stevie Ray's Biggest Quirk. And whoever has the most memorable moment of that entire season gets the award for that year. Brett is on here twice. Because of the first one, it took 20 minutes to guess who the hell I was. And then 2005, I can't remember how he got this award, Joe, but he did something wrong. He's here for that. So you folks are all going to have to do lousy characters.
Yeah, sure.
Okay? Let's start with 2 of you out here. Okay? Carl and whoever. Carl and Joe.
I can do terrible.
Hey, whoever. Yeah. I think you 2 know each other.
Yeah.
All right. I will conduct the scene as we go along, but it's all happening at a certain location where people come and go a lot. What is that location?
Hennepin Lake.
Hennepin and Lake. I'm not going to ask what they're doing there. Wow. A lot of turnover. Okay, as people come in, I'm going to ask you to assign them characters, and we'll see how badly they play them. So you two are on Hennepin and Lake. You will all figure out who you are while you're there, based on the character. So we have Daffy Duck and
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
What space? I'm cutting you. There's no budget for this.
Stop! Who's coming in to Hennepin and Lake?
Jimmy Cagney.
Jimmy Cagney.
You want some of what I have?
You know, you're carrying that fork like you know what to do with it. And if I know you, you're gonna take that fork because you got the fever, and you're gonna use that fork to open a movie theater over there where there used to be one.
Yeah. He's the greatest of all time. And now I hate you. Now I hate you. We're done. But I love you still. Accept me for who I am, but I hate you.
Stop! Joden gets tagged out by
Prince.
Prince.
Thank you for that.
Hi. I'm so happy to be here on this corner. Life has been really hard as a ghost.
Let me say, you look incredible for a ghost. I put my hand through you here, I put my hand through you there.
Thanks, it's so simple.
It's like I can't even hug you or anything.
It's like you see right through me, Purple Rain.
You're probably the smallest ghost I've ever seen in my life.
Yes, and I'm still a Jehovah's Witness.
Joe gets tagged out by
Stevie Ray.
Stevie.
Hey there, stranger. What you doing on this corner?
I do shows.
What kind of shows?
I make things up on the spot, just like I'm about to do now.
Oh, go for it.
Here, I'm gonna wash a car.
There's not even a car there.
I made it up.
Oh.
That's what I do.
I make up songs.
Well, let me hear it.
No.
We don't say no where I come from.
Oh, you don't what he said.
We say
Stop! Ellie gets tagged out by
Brett.
Brett.
Oh, yeah.
Now that's talent. I could give you some work.
This is my Robert Stack.
And giving Joe Robertson a break in the booth is Matt Kraft, who was up here earlier. Matt sat back in that booth for 6 years directing our shows, so he had to come back for this and you know, play a part in the whole thing. Now, we talked quite a bit about Brett's love of the Minnesota State Fair, and so Carl has written a song about the State Fair. We'd like to do that for our buddy Brett.
All right, and if you want, I'll sing the chorus first, and if you want to sing along, you can. All right? Minnesota State Fair. So many people in one space. If you want crowds, this is the place. I get to see so many faces all on these state fair grounds, from farms and cities and small towns. We're all
bad eating mood. I eat so much my belly protrudes. More, yeah sure, I care how much I weigh. I just choose not to care today. I just threw 10 honest sticks away at those days. There, Minnesota State. There. I don't want to leave so much to you, but I must go home to take a number 2. Wait, no! I must see this fair day through. There's this very busy restroom right here. I will overcome this public fear. Oh, Lord have mercy, I can smell it from here. It's the state fair, Minnesota State fair. I sell pretzels and I sell beer. I've owned my state fair booth for 20 years. 16 hours a day, you'll find me here. It's hot and stressful every day, but when this is done and put away, I'll take a 10-month holiday. It's the state fair, Minnesota State fair. It's getting late, the sun goes down. My feet ache, my back throbs, and my head pounds. All from just sort of walking around at the state. Everybody! Fair, Minnesota State fair. One more. State fair, Minnesota State fair.
We're gonna do 2 more improvs for you for this afternoon, and this next one is it's a real favorite of Brett's, and it's what I was referring to earlier when I said he took 20 minutes to guess, because we have certain improvs where somebody has to leave the room, and then when they come back, they have to guess what's going on. And the reason Brett is so fun to watch do this is he's absolutely sure that he's got the right answer, and he doesn't. He is so sure of himself, and afterwards he says to me, "No, I wasn't faking, Stevie. I wasn't faking. I really thought I had it." I said, "Brett, I know. Believe me, I know that you think you're right when you're so wrong." Okay. So let's see. Carl, could you be Brett and leave the room? Real quick, okay. So bye, Carl!
You guys were great.
Everybody else come on out. And we're going to have this be at the state fair. Carl is going to be Brett going around the state fair, and he's going to be encountering either people who are guests there or they work booths there, all different manner of reasons to be there. And Carl's going to have to guess who he is encountering. So think of all the different things that could occur, whether it's somebody running an operation out there, a booth of some kind, or maybe a fellow guest, or somebody you just happen to encounter. So Brett runs into who?
Kindergartner.
A kindergarten. Okay, you're a kindergarten.
Love it.
Okay, good. Buy yourself at the state fair. Lawsuit. Emily, let's say she runs a booth, but it's not your typical state fair booth. It's something you'd never, ever expect to have there.
Salt.
Salt. Okay. Salt booth.
No notes.
All right, something non-rotator cuff related. What about Joe Lovett here?
Amelia Santinello.
He is Amelia Santinello. She's, which says CCO? Yes, CCO. Matt Kraft, who is he?
Goldie Gopher.
The Goldie Gopher mascot. Ellie is?
A dog owner.
Yes, but what else?
You lost your dog.
At the state fair.
You lost your dog at the state fair. Yes.
Yeah.
Alex.
Someone who's never had
Go ahead.
pickle pizza.
He's never had pickles pizza, okay, which is a credit to his character. Never had pickles pizza. Caroline.
Horticulturist.
She's a horticulturalist.
Absolutely.
So her booth is empty. Have you seen some of the booths out there? You're like, you poor person, why are you here? Okay. And Max.
You won a blue ribbon for banana bread.
He won a banana bread blue ribbon. Wow. Yes, yes. And me.
Tim Walls.
Oh, yes. I've been mistaken for a lot of people. I'm going to add that one to the list. All right, now Carl is going to have to guess who and what we are. Let's remind.
Kindergartner.
I run the salt booth.
WCCO's Amelia Santinello.
Goldie the Gopher.
Where the heck is my dog?
I've never had pickle pizza.
I'm a horticulturist.
Blue ribbon peanut bread thing.
Banana bread.
Yes.
Banana bread. Tim Walls. So on the count of three, let's call, hey, come back really loudly. 1, 2, 3. Hey, come back! Okay? While Carl is guessing, your job is to help him along a little bit. Don't yell out any clues. That would be cheating. If he says something correct, give a little applause. If he says something more correct, oh, you're close. If he says something that's completely off, go ahead and groan or boo. All right? Keep him on track. Now, this is the second to the last of our improvs for tonight. After this one, we're going to close out like we started with a closing song. Okay? But it's not going to be a song based on what you call out. It's going to be kind of a wrap it up for Brett song. Okay? So before we do that, thanks so much for spending your afternoon with us. You guys were such a fun audience. A lot of times people say, oh, there's only so many people coming. You know, it's not a sold out room. But don't you think they brought the energy and the soul? Make this fun for you, you have to make it work. So you folks really brought a lot of great energy. So, and thanks for all the money you helped raise for Brett and his wife Diane. This is really going to help them a lot. All right, Carl, you're walking through the state fair. Let's see who you encounter.
Who's at Laney Lodge? Laney Lodge at 2 o'clock.
Hello, Fluffy!
Uh-oh.
Hi.
Can I help you, ma'am?
Yeah, I'm having a problem.
You lost your bird.
It's more grounded.
No, you lost your dog.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair food. Uh-oh. What? You want some fair food? It's fried butter. It's really good.
Yeah.
You're silly. You're such a silly goose. Stop! Okay, Lady Gaga.
No.
Lady Gaga.
I drew you a turkey.
You drew me a turkey because you're part of the Thanksgiving people.
Oh, no!
No.
No, but Thanksgiving is very, very far away. I'm not at school right now, so I got a lot of time to enjoy.
Summer.
Yeah.
Summertime, and you're a kid out of school.
I am.
That's just what you are.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
You're a specific kid.
No, I'm an generic generic kid.
You're just a generic kid.
Yeah. Generic.
Kid A.
I can't spell that yet.
Generic?
No.
Are you my son?
No.
You look like my son. Stop pulling on my arm. You're an annoying kid.
No.
You're an annoying kid.
No.
You're a pouty kid.
No.
I
know all of the letters. I learned them in my grade.
Hey, you're a kindergartner.
Mom?
Oh, hello. Hey, you want to bite us fried butter?
Oh, that garbage? No, thank you.
Well, that's fair food. It's good.
Allow me, please. This is award-winning, if you will.
Really? Is it fried?
No.
No, then I don't want it.
No, you plebe.
Oh, it's classy food.
Oh, the classiest this food gets. Try that on for size, sir.
That's some good baklava. Baklava. No, not baklava.
No, this,
it's ancient. It's an ancient food.
it's so ancient my grandmother made it.
Really?
And this is part of her recipe. Now what I do is I go to Trader Joe's, I buy the ingredients, and then I wait until they go bad.
You made banana bread.
Yes, I did. I wanted something.
You're an award-winning banana bread.
Yes, I am. And it's a color.
Blue.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm looking to have a new flavor experience.
I got fried butter.
Oh, no.
They dip a stick of butter in batter and they fry it.
Is it tart? And could it be cut into 8 pieces?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I don't think that's for me.
Well, no, you're a gourmand. You're a professional eater.
I really appreciate that.
Well, I just seem like
there's lots of things I haven't done, and this is the place for me to try something.
Oh, you
Something
want
specific.
You want to eat fried turtle?
I sure wouldn't.
No, are you looking to eat something? Or are you looking
I am. I love that.
Because there's experiences too. We can go to a show, but if you want food,
I want food.
You could have other turtle-related things.
No turtles.
Okay.
No turtles.
No turtles.
I don't think any animals either.
Oh, you don't want vegetarian.
Yeah, and it goes.
Cheese curds.
No, it goes into the oven.
Yeah.
And it rises.
Bread.
In a way.
In a way.
And perhaps it could have an Italian inspiration.
Oh, so it's like it's like pizza.
Yes!
Pizza.
Yes! But a very specific kind.
Pepperoni pizza.
No!
Sausage.
No,
Hawaiian.
I want a non-traditional pizza.
Mushrooms and gumdrops.
Closer, but no. I want it to be the tangy in my mouth.
Tangy. Okay.
Perhaps it sits on the
grapefruit pizza.
No, not that. I love it.
It's something that's on the pizza.
Yes.
It's a special topping.
Yes, and it's long and green, and it's my favorite.
Long and green. And old sardines.
Oh God, no.
No. Okay. Long and green peppers.
Yeah, I think so.
Spinach.
No, longer.
Longer. Green bean pizza.
Longer.
Snake pizza.
Not so long and more vegetable.
So longer than a green bean, shorter than a snake.
Yes.
I got okra.
I don't know.
Have you ever had okra pizza?
No.
Cucumbers, get your cucumbers.
Pickle pizza. Monstrosity.
Hey, step right up.
Yeah, I'll find it.
I got something in this.
In your booth.
Yes.
Is there a prize? I can win a prize. I'm playing.
I specialize in something in this booth.
Okay.
I got blue bags and I got yellow bags. Sometimes things that bring.
You're a Ukraine booster.
No, in the gas stations, the blue bags and the yellow bags.
Blue bags and yellow bags. Yeah, well, I mean, like fruit bags.
Well, no. But sometimes people make dishes, and this is often on the table to put on there.
IKEA bag.
And forget the bag. Some seasoning, a common seasoning you might have at your table every night.
Salt.
I know it. That's what I do.
Salt.
I have the salt.
Shaker.
And you already said it. The booth. I brought the
Salt booth. The salt booth. I need some of that for my.
I'm so glad you're here. I love the maroon and gold you got on. MINNESOTA. 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 Yeah.
You're Goldie the Go-Getter!
Hey, man.
Hey, you want some fried butter?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Do you want some bushes or some? Oh,
That's 2,000 calories.
Oh, yeah.
Boom.
All right, I got some bushes. I got some tiny trees.
Okay.
I've got some cucumbers, as you saw. I've also got some gosh. You know what I'm saying? I grow a lot of things.
So you're a garden bender.
Well, yeah, a longer word for it.
A garden walla.
No, it's like a long, fancy word.
For a garden, as someone who sells vegetables.
Want a toot?
Sure. That's some good vegetable right there.
Vegetable. I grow things. That.
You're a horticulturalist.
Yeah!
One sec.
1, 5, 4,
What are they calling this,
3,
Frank?
2,
We're doing it without it. Good evening and welcome to CCO Live at the Fair. I'm perfect, my makeup is gorgeous, but yet you still take me seriously as a journalist, and I love that. Here we're looking at, this is a gentleman who has been at the fair for every day this year. Can you tell me what your name is?
Brett Williams. And you're Dave Moore.
No.
Or just a reporter, just a general reporter.
I'm much more attractive than Dave Moore, and much younger.
Amelia Santinello.
There we go.
Can I get your autograph? Oh, shoot! Shoot! No!
Oh, hi. It's really good to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, it's good to be here. It's good to be here.
You're an old timer, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, I remember the old days.
Real old
yes,
days.
but,
fried butter?
Fried butter. Now, fried butter is as American as it gets, right? It's something that comes from farmers.
Yeah,
right?
that's right, yeah.
Farmers who labor, right?
Hubert Humphrey.
I love that guy. He's kind of a role model of mine.
Oh, so you're after Hubert Humphrey?
All right.
Tim Walsh.
I'd like to thank all of you for coming here. You taught us a lot this afternoon. That's right. We're going to tell you about what we've learned from you. But we're going to do it a little non-traditionally. We're going to do it in song. Call it blues. Let's hit it, boys. Well, having a show to raise money for Brett, quite a strategy. If there was a school for physical humor, Brett would run that academy. And no one here is leaving without knowing Brett's favorite part of his anatomy.
Well, this afternoon we had a few laughs, we had a few ha-has.
Yeah, we did.
And if you go to any type of fair with Brett, well, you all know the law. If you see any
'cause she ain't scary.